Guys, this is Astranox and I'm going to be showcasing Charles in Banshee 11. So this is a three-man team. We've got Alencia and Angelic Montmorancy. So when you bring Earth heroes in here, it's easier, of course, because the boss is Ice. So Charles is very powerful. I mean, he's got an amazing amount of utilities. He's got attack break on skill 1. He's got dispel on skill 2. He's got self-defense buff on skill 3. He's got attack buff for the whole team, and he can combo skill 1 and 2 skill 2, which is insane. Insane amount of burst damage that can happen. Elbrus Ritual Sword, as you can see here, triggers, and then he uses skill 1, and it has a chance to trigger skill 2 every time you use skill 1. It's insane. It can happen in a dual attack as well. An amazing hero, and he is built with a lot of offensive power. I'm actually running him with 3600 attack, and his crit damage is almost 300%. His crit chance is at 98, but it's all good. You only need 85% crit chance in PVE. In bench. Oh my god, you saw that damage? I haven't seen the number, but man, she took a beating there on that skill 2. It's attack buff plus defense down at the same time. Insane amount of damage that she can deal. I'm missing 20% damage on skill 1, 10% on skill 2, and 20% on skill 3. So keep that in mind, guys. Still working on skilling him up. But he's definitely an amazing hero that shines in multiple areas of the game, be it PvE or PvP. Completely insane. And that randomness factor of Elbrus Ritual Sword and skill 1 that triggers skill 2 is just insane. It's just insane. I love this hero. I'm glad I got him on my account number 3, which is this account on the Europe server. I got Alencia. She was the previous banner on rotation. She's on a counter set. The constant defense break from her are quite amazing. She actually has a defense buff for the whole team with skill 3. Elbrus Ritual Sword again here, no attack break. She has an amazing kit. Her skills are great. I mean, she's mostly a support hero in terms of damage, nothing crazy. Her multipliers are not high. Elbrus again, plus counter on her. Defense break did happen. Skill 1, here we go, 6.4k. No attack buff on him. That's cool animation on this skill 3. We got defense buff, but it gets removed from her when she switch phase. Angelic still has it because she has 200% effect resistance. I'll show my stats and gear at the end of the video. Look at that damage. Wow. Was that a one? He one-shotted the wave. So with these offensive stats, you can do the same. Now I like to run Alencia in here because you can do it with Seaside Bellona, but it's risky. You're gonna need your team to be more tanky. You're gonna need your team to be more tanky. Look at his HP, 11,000. So he's you know, the hero that has the least amount of survival on my team right now, and you need to have like your support, your sustain needs to have good survival. Like your second one, in my case, Alencia, she's a bruiser. She has almost 20k HP. So now I don't have to worry too much about her. But now Charles, well, he's gonna need a lot of healing, and Angelic Montmorancy, she can babysit him and like do that healing for him. But if you're bringing another squishy in the team, like Seaside Bellona with Charles and Angelic Montmorancy, you can do it, but you're gonna need better survival. Because when you dip below 50% HP after the Banshee Queen attacks you, then she's gonna do that second attack, and that's quite dangerous, really dangerous. So I feel like this team actually works better than if I went with Charles, Seaside, and Angelic Montmorancy. Especially if you have Alencia on counter set, you put her in the front line. 40% of the time the AI is gonna attack the front liner. So that's good. Some extra counters. Look at that. Like it's a lot of damage. So Charles definitely need to be babysat there. There we go, skill 3. She's about to die. I mean, even if we, let's say we lost Charles, it's okay. Okay, let's run one. I'll do another one and then I'll show you guys the stats and the gear. So that's the breakdown. Alencia, I mean, sometimes she does good, but not in this one. Not in this one. Charles just deals so much damage. I mean, you guys saw. I don't know how much it actually hit the Banshee, but I saw a run where he used skill 2 when she was defense broken with attack buff on himself. He hit her for over 36,000 damage with his skill 2, which is insane. I'm still missing 10% damage skill up on that. I mean, I saw her health bar like get it cut in half. Like she was full to almost half in one hit. It was insane. I mean, and he carries Elbrus Ritual Sword. It's insane. Like I said, the utilities, he's got plenty of those. So let's see if we can get that damage to happen again. Oh, defense break, Elbrus. Almost 16,000 there. Almost 16,000. That's what I love, is that counter set actually triggers before Elbrus Ritual Sword, and it actually triggers before, let's say, like when you have a counter built in your hero, like a martial artist can. Alencia actually, well, it might, like, she has a counter set. She triggers first, and then it's gonna be Elbrus or like a built-in counter. So like she can land that defense break, and then that other hero can come in and deal insane damage. I love that. So I'm glad I can showcase this for you guys, Alencia with Charles. And I did a arena PvP video. It was Alencia Charles with Maid Chloe and Desert Jewel Bazaar. And instead of Desert Jewel Bazaar, I replaced him with Fallen Cecilia on 1 or 2 battle. So you might want to check that out to see them in action. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. It was yeah, it was a lot of randomness. And okay, here we go. Yeah, but that's without the attack buff. And he didn't get too lucky with triggering skill 2 after using skill 1. Now, Angelic, she's still quite low HP, but I love the constant defense break from Alencia. I love that. Elbrus again, my god. Look at that, look at that. But no skill 2 again. All these skill 1 could have triggered skill 2, so your runs can go real quick sometimes. Real quick. Let's say you had Seaside Bellona instead of Alencia. Yeah, the runs, like, they could go... Oh my god, I didn't check the damage again. That was skill 3 of his, and he didn't have the attack buff, but still, it dealt quite a bit of damage there. Missing 20% damage from skill up still. So Alencia does help with... look at that. That was some decent damage, though. Like, can't complain here. She's a bruiser with a bunch of utilities. She's definitely able to soften them up real good. I did Azimanac Hunt with Charles, Seaside Bellona, and Angelic Montmorancy. I'd like to try Alencia. It's just that her AoE might not be enough. Of course, there's like 2 heroes that can dispel the frenzy off, but the eggs are going to be too hard to deal with. I would need higher crit damage on Alencia to make it happen, I believe. Since the eggs are not attacking, there's no counter attacking that will happen there as well. Here we go. I love that he can trigger, can go from skill 1 and to skill 2, and both of these attacks can kill 2 different adds. Even in PvP, you can kill 2 different heroes with that combo. It's crazy. I mean, if you feel like, since you don't need the dispel here, and if you feel comfortable with your team to take out the adds, you could even turn off the skills of Alencia. Let's say if you want her to apply defense down debuff more often, I would say. But I mean, Charles is a squishy one. He has the self-defense buff, so it's not so bad. But I would say it's probably best to keep all your skills on. The fact that she's always attacking 2 or more heroes, well, it's allowing Charles to counterattack often with Elbrus Ritual Sword. And of course, in my case, Alencia on counter set, that's been triggering quite often as well. This is how much damage? Yeah, almost 10k. Almost 10k, but she has more defense than the wave 1 and the Az as well, so that's why he cannot hit for 10k. But if I had the 20% damage missing on his skill 3, he could do 10k. And Charles is part of one-shot Banshee teams as well. So yeah, can be built different ways, but here's the stats of the team. Very stable, a very stable team, because like I said, Charles the one that needs the healing, so Angelic can focus on him instead of worrying about Alencia. So that's his stats. Like I said, 3400 attack. Survival is alright for PVE. No speed at all. Zero speed increase. And yeah, I mean the crit chance 85% is enough. Like I said, almost 300% crit damage. Effectiveness at 43%. I would say 55% is the amount that you want. Well, it is the amount you want in PvE. In PvP, you can go higher, of course, to counter the enemy's effect resistance. I mean, I could have built him on Destruction 4-piece and crit chance, or he could be on counter crit chance. Different ways to build him, but this is what I had access to, so that's what I slapped onto him. And this is like, it's quite helpful. It's quite helpful. Increases damage as well with the base 14% attack increase. So now we have Alencia next. She's not built with super high crit damage. It's just a bit. I mean, the base it's 150%. So yeah. Now here, she doesn't have too many skill ups as well. So keep that in mind. And you know, even this is missing the 15% effect chance increase. So it could go up to 75. Since I'm playing on auto, of course, I don't have access to the soul burn, but that's really helpful. So you don't have to worry about keeping her alive with that amount of HP. She can be built with more HP, but speed boots is the way to go for her in PvE. In PvP, you might go a different route. You might go with the health percentage, but I like the speed because it allows her to you know, do the dispelling and increase the attack buff to the team. So that's very good for PvP. So if she can go before some of your other heroes, if you trigger a counter attack, a Seaside Bellona, something like that with your damage dealers, a martial artist can, well, you will have your defense buff, allowing you to mitigate much more damage from the 60% defense increase. And the Durandal is allowing her to just cycle through her skills faster as well, which is it's quite helpful. I mean, I could have ran Daydream Joker on her to increase her damage even further, but her crit damage is not that high. Daydream Joker scales with your crit chance and crit damage, and if you have defense down, defense break applied on the target, it also boosts the damage as well. So Angelic Montmorancy is somewhere here. Oh, she's just above her. So plus 15 is very easy on a 3-star hero. Everyone can build Angelic Montmorancy. Her specialty change definitely worth doing. This allows her to reach that 200% effect resistance much easier. It's much easier to do it. And she's built for PvP. I mean, if you built her for PvE, you could easily have more speed than this without worrying about effect resistance. But I would say that 160% effect resistance allow you to resist every debuff being thrown at you in PvE. So it's actually not bad even to build her like this for PvE. And she deals, I mean, she does a lot of healing, and it's perfect for this group. So yeah, but Alencia can be replaced by other heroes. I mean, you could have Angelic Montmorancy in the front line, Charles in the back, and then your third one could be a cleaver. A earth damage cleaver would be best. I mean, you could have a Vildred or Arbiter Vildred. Of course, if you're doing one-shot Banshee team, there's so many different setups. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon for like to be notified whenever I release a new video, and check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. Playlist of all sorts. I got Arena, Guild Wars, guides, tips, and how-tos, and Abyss Floor 62+, as well as best starter guides for fast progression for early to mid-game players. Check that out. A lot of good information in there. Check my playlist. It's packed with information and a lot of gameplay with commentaries. So yeah, good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.